Uh-oh. Can you hear me, Urash? Can anyone else hear me?
I can hear you loud.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay,
Okay.
good. It looks like he's typing, so maybe he's having some... he's going to reset his Discord. All right. How about, not to put you on the spot, Sin, but how about we go to Mauricio next while Shrika is resetting? And sorry,
boy.
stream.
Okay. Hi. It's your Sin playing Mauricio. I think I pronounce it Mauricio. Um, she's a rogue. She's, a little chaotic, a little crazy.
Sorry, guys.
Trying
I'm
a good thing, but isn't
I had my mic
always
off, so I
sure that the
apologize.
good thing's the right thing to do. But, gonna just hopefully sneak around, stab some stuff, and have some fun.
Awesome. Anything you want to produce? I don't know if you stream at all, Sin, or you're welcome to.
Yeah, I do. I stream on my Twitch channel, and it is Aesir Sin, which is AESIRSYN. So it's twitch.tv/Aesir Sin. And I run a game
Cool.
on Sundays. There's a lot of player agency, a lot of fun, craziness, good times.
Awesome. Sounds great. And Kira?
Hello, everyone. I am DM Stretch. I stream on Twitch. A lot of D&D related stuff and occasional live stream games, D&D and Pathfinder, etc. Today, I'll play in the part of Kyra, who is a human cleric. Always tries to do the right thing and talk the way out of a fight if it needs to be, but if you have to take care of business, well, Cinematar will soon take care of that.
Nice. Excellent. Fumbus?
I'm Lazy Stooner. I stream sometimes, but it's so rare that there's no point plugging it at this point. I'm playing Fumbus. He's an alchemist, and he likes to burn shit.
Yes, he does. All right, Shrika, are you back? Oh, no. Shrika, I see you lighting up, but I do not hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Now you're good. I heard that.
A little bit of frustration coming in.
Yes,
there,
I heard that. That was...
We've all been there.
Yes, haven't we? And it always happens. Well, Arash, I'm going to let you try to let me know how it goes, and maybe I'll jump into this a little bit. Okay, sounds good. I see your note. We'll figure it out. So we'll jump in a little bit to the story, and if you still have some problems, we'll figure it out. So, all right. So I did realize that I had my mic muted on the stream when I gave my wonderful intro, so I won't go through it all again. But long story short, Crypt of the Everflame, Pathfinder adventure. Jason Bowman converted to Pathfinder 2 using Fantasy Grounds. So we will just jump in. So all of you come from the town of Casson. And Casson is near the Fangwood. It was founded by Ekat Casson, who was a crusader and fortune sinker who came to this town in around the year 4500 AR. He founded the town, grew it to a pretty nice little river town, and until a friend of his, or used to be a friend of his, by the name of Asar, came with a band of mercenaries and was a bit jealous of Ekat and conducted a series of raids of the town. It took the townfolk and Ekat a while to determine that Asar actually had his stronghold in a crypt that was deep in the forest. And Ekat finally went himself to find the crypt and actually took care of Asar, but unfortunately, both Asar and Ekat were mortally wounded in the combat. Ever since then, the townfolk has left an Everflame in the crypt to signify and honor Ekat, and typically some dignitaries will perform a ceremony and will actually take a lantern, light the Everflame, and bring it back to town. But every once in a while, such as this year, they find a band of younger adventurers to do the honor. And so as we start today's adventure, you all are going to be the ones that have the honor this year of lighting the Everflame. So finding the Everflame and lighting the torch, the lantern. So I'm going to share with you all, each of you has a mentor. It may or may not come into play during the adventure, but I'm going to whisper to each of you who your mentor is in town, just so you know it. So you might want to save that somewhere for the future. So give me 1 second. It's Kira's. Mauricio, yours should be popping up now.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
I'll introduce real quick while you were doing that.
That sounds great.
Playing Shrika, the Barbarian, 3rd level. Let's go.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, so as you guys are summoned to town about midday, about the noon hour, and as you get to the center of town, it's pretty quiet. There's really no one around. It's just you all, and you start to hear the bells in town. They start to signify the noon hour, and as you're all gathered around the center of town, and I'll kind of show you what that looks like briefly. You see the mayor come to the center of town with you. Here's a little image of Mayor Uptil in the center of town, and as the bells toll atop the temple of Erastil, echoing through the quiet town of Casson, as the peaks begin to fade, the first of the townfolk start making their way into the square. And they're all dressed in black, almost as if they're attending a funeral. They slowly fill the square, moving quietly across the cold, hard ground, their eyes downcast and mournful. After a few moments, a murmur passes through the town, and the crowd slowly parts to let Mayor Uptil through. He leads the way with him, behind him, with a tarnished silver lantern. Behind him, an old pony drags a cart laden with backpacks and supplies. Once he reaches the center of the crowd, Mayor Uptil stops and calls out to the assembled townsfolk. Once again, the winter winds blow through Fangwood, marking the end of another harvest. There are wolves in the woods, howling at our walls, and serpents in our shadows, waiting to strike. Just as it was 174 years ago, when Casson himself left the walls to protect us, so it is today. Where are the heroes? Where are the brave folk that will venture out to Casson's tomb and retrieve the flame to keep this community safe for another one? And he kind of pauses and looks around the crowd.
I'll poke my teammates and be like, hey, he's talking about you guys. And I guess me, but mostly you guys.
And do you all step forward? Or are you standing back?
Yeah, I kind of take time. I look around. I kind of step forward. Don't really say anything. I wait for him to say something.
Okay, and he kind of motions for you all to come closer and away from the rest of the crowd. And you can kind of see he appears to be grabbing for what would appear to be like 4 backpacks that are filled with, you can't tell what, but it's certainly they're filled. And he starts reaching for the backpacks and handing them to each of you as he begins to speak again. And he says, I present to you the brave heroes who will follow in Casson's footsteps to retrieve the Everflame. Some of them may not return, but I say to you that the sacrifice shall not be forgotten. Go, brave heroes, and do not return until you have the eternal fire. And with that, the mayor points to the south, the direction of Casson's tomb. The townsfolk begin waving goodbye with cold, solemn looks on most of their faces. And he does hand you backpacks that they have basic supplies. You all have most supplies on your sheet already out of character for a second. But he does also, in addition to some grappling hooks and rope and things that you do have, he also presents to each of you a section of a map, which I'll share with each of you. So within the map, each of you have a bit of a section of the map that shows the way from here to Cassin's tomb. And let me know if there's anything you all want to do or say, or if you want to pack up. I'll let you guys decide from here. What is it you want to do?
Can we share our maps with each other?
Absolutely, you can.
Yeah.
We'd like to do that so we can piece it together.
Excellent. And give me 1 second. And when you do that, this is what you see. Are you guys seeing that? It's interesting. I don't see you.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because usually it used to put the characters on the map so I can tell who's looking at it. So you put them all together, and so you can see from Cassin, it looks to be probably about a day and a half to 2 days journeys from Cassin to the tomb that appears to be at the bottom of this gorge in the Serpent Hills.
I really like that the water moves and that there's like wind blowing through the gorge. It's so cool.
That
Cool.
is cool.
I'm glad you like
Yeah,
it.
that
Since
is neat.
it's not part of the adventure. I just kind of created that. That'd be kind of fun. All right. So anything else? Any other preparations? Do you all want to head toward the town? Or sorry, towards the tomb, or talk amongst yourselves? Tell me what you'd like to do, and I'll follow your lead.
I sort of go around the town, get my usual kit together, get some supplies, just pack for the journey, then meet up with the rest of the group. So I'm ready.
I'm also ready.
Yeah, I might ask you guys, can we swing by someone I know here in Cassin, Bragger Ironheim, and maybe show him the map, and he can give us some insight on what to expect at each of these locations?
Sure.
Well, that's a good idea.
No, so you talk to him, and you know he kind of winks at you and says, it should be a pretty easy journey, and once you get to the crypt, be prepared. There are preparations that have been made, and that's all I will say. But I'm confident that you'll be able to complete the task without too much trouble. Kind of winks at you.
Thanks,
I take-
Bragger.
I
Go
take
ahead.
the,
Sorry,
sorry, I'll try and talk at once.
it's all good. It's all good.
I take another look at the map and turn to the group and say, "This gorge. Do you think we need some sort of climbing gear?"
Or
Or
some
if-
wings.
Yeah.
That would help.
Yeah, that'd be wise if we brought some grappling hooks and rope to climb down and swing it up there. Do we know how deep it is?
You don't know how deep, but it does look awfully deep. And Mauricio, I believe it's on yours, but if you look in your inventory, you all do have grappling hooks, and at least one, and you do have a 50-foot hemp rope. So you feel like you at least have a pretty good means of making it down the cliff. But you're glad you have that because you feel like that's definitely going to be.
Sounds good.
Sweet. Let's get
Let's
on.
go.
They said
Yep.
we're going for fire. I like fire.
All right. Sounds good.
I stopped
Do
by.
we need to bring
a
extra
call-
water? Oh,
As you're rummaging through your backpacks, you see that as part of it, they have given you full water skins, so at least you have enough, you think, for a couple days journey to get there, and you also have several days worth of rations. So you think in terms of your food and water, you feel pretty good. And given there's the lake on the way, you think you'll be able to possibly refill on the way as well. So you feel like you're in pretty good shape.
I pop by a local market stall and pick up some marshmallows.
Excellent. I like it.
No. I wanted water in case our pyro over there gets a little crazy with the fire. Just
No, that's a good idea.
I've worked with him too many times. I know how this goes. It's just it starts with one little firebolt, and then all of a sudden there's flames everywhere. Buildings are burning. Children are screaming. It's a thing.
He does have overage.
What'd you say, overage?
Yeah, he has a little fire overage sometimes that gets you.
Gotcha.
Gotten better. I've gotten better.
So right before we leave town, like kind of on our way out of town, walking through the center square, Mariciel's gonna pause for a minute and dip into Seven Silvers Tavern. And anybody looking through a window is going to be able to see that she's talking to a really short halfling in there. And they're going back and forth for a little bit, and she's visiting Short Change, buddy of hers, and she wants to kind of see if he's got any extra supplies he can recommend, things that he's maybe procured at some point that would help us out.
So anyone looking outside can see as you said, the conversation, and they can see Short Change passing you a handful of additional lockpicks, and he says to you, don't tell the mayor I shared these with you, but they should certainly come in handy as part of your quest. But just keep that between us.
She just kind of chuckled back at him and, I mean, you gave me a couple of coin. No, that's just is what it is. And she slides the picks into her pocket.
Nice.
Can you throw us a long rest, Gwydion? I noticed I still got wounds from the last time.
No, that's my handicap for you to start the game.
That's fair. I'll be
Just
fine.
kidding. Yeah, let me do that. I forgot that they still. Let's see. There we go. I don't know why. You know what? Because this is not 5e, so I just did that manually. It doesn't heal everything overnight.
Yeah.
So you're good now.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. Anything more before we're off on the road?
As I turned to sort of leave with the group, I thought, just need to do one more thing. Quickly nip off to the local temple, so going past, and just look around for one of the human clerics of the place.
Okay. So as you're doing that, you come across a very familiar face, Father Rantel Prost, who is your mentor, and he's kind of walking around. You see him in prayer, and he has his prayer beads that he's thumbing through as he's kind of speaking some prayers to himself, and he kind of looks up and sees you. And so, what can I do for you, my son?
Well, been given the task of lighting the Everflame again this year. I just wondered if you know anything about it, any advice on what to expect there. Have you heard any tales at all?
And he kind of chuckles as if with a knowing. He knows something that you don't, and he says, "Not much I can tell you, but you should be just fine on your journey." And he does kind of rummage through his robes. He says, "But if it would be helpful, here's another minor, a little healing potion for you that, should you need it, maybe that will help you a bit. I'm pretty confident that you won't, but nonetheless, here it is. And I think you already have one, but you're welcome to add another on your character sheet, Kyra." Says, "Good luck. And I'm very certain that you will have no problems on your journey.
Kyra smiles and says, "Thank you very much. They are always handy, and I'll let you get back to your prayers. I won't keep you any longer. I'll see you when I get back."
And my mentor's on the way out of town in the giant castle, so we'll stop in. He'll probably be sleeping. But if he's not, I'll bug the old man, see if he remembers about anything about the last time they tried to light this flame 172 years ago, because he's probably alive back then, too.
So, Fumbus, you're looking for your mentor Holgast as you said, as you're heading out of town, and you just nowhere to be found. Whether he's sleeping, whether he's just kind of hiding out, he's not the most reliable of folks, and you don't see him anywhere on the way out of town.
Yeah, I'm totally not surprised about this. Alright, let's go kick some ass and take some names.
All right. So you guys, you're heading out of town, and one thing I would tell you that I'll put up for just a second, just so that you all are aware of what you can do. I'm sharing this with you, and you can keep it up if you want, but while you're exploring, there's kind of two basic modes, exploration and then encounter. So while you're exploring and while you're traveling, if there's anything you want to be doing, as in, scouting ahead, just keeping an eye out, anything that you kind of notice investigating, let me know. And because right now we're in more of the exploration mode. So if anyone has anything specific you want to do, and one thing I would tell you, Mauricio, that there are some things unique to Pathfinder 2, like raising a shield. So you don't really get the benefit. I don't think you have a shield in particular, but there are things like that in order to gain any benefit, you actually have to have it out and up. So there's things like that. You can be scouting ahead, like I said. So if anyone wants to do anything specific as you're walking through the forest, let me know. So Shrika, why don't you just let me know if there's anything you want to be doing. We'll just kind of go left to right. And you don't have to. You can just be walking around, but let me know if there's anything you want to be doing.
Yeah, she's going to have her bastard sword out, as usual, walking with it and scanning the area for game, possibly, if she sees anything she can hunt, and any other people hiding in the brush.
Okay, sounds good. Mauricio, anything specific?
Yeah, she's gonna kind of, as we get out of town and we start to get into the forest, she's gonna look over through, she's gonna be like, well, I'll see you guys in about a half hour or so, and kind of start sneaking off in the woods in front of everybody and doing her rogue thing, doing a little bit of scouting along their path.
Okay. Kyra?
In her recent adventures, she's learned to keep an eye out, and she'll take a scimitar out. She won't be wielding it necessarily. She'll have it casually held by her side, but she'll just be a little bit more ready than she has been in the past.
Okay. And how about you, Fumbus?
I will also disappear into the shadows, but I'll stick very close by the group. Pretty sneaky when I want to be, so yes. But I'll be watching the other two. Basically, in my mind, I'm using them as bait, so I can throw explosives on anyone who attacks from by surprise.
Standard operating procedures. Yeah.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So as you all you're walking through the forest, a little bit of a snow starts coating the ground as you're walking through. It's just on the edge of fall, turning into winter. So you start seeing a little bit of a coat of snow falling down, and you're on this narrow path that winds through this claw of trees. Relatively loud underfoot, but obviously Mauricio is being quiet. The rest of you, maybe not quite so much. And you kind of walk through past a tree trunk that blocks your path. And Mauricio, before anyone else sees these, you see these large humanoids snarling, leaping up from behind a log. They've got green skin, fearsome tusks, and they're bellowing this language that you don't understand. As we roll initiative, I'm going to share a map with you, but because Mauricio was scouting ahead, Mauricio, on your character sheet, you can actually use the stealth for initiative. And in addition, if you go down to the bottom left underneath chat, you can put a 1 in the modifier. And because she was scouting ahead, everyone can add 1 to your initiative roll. The rest of you can, except for Fumbus, the rest of you roll perception for your initiative. And Fumbus, you can roll perception or stealth as these snarling things jump out from behind these logs. 1 second.
I'm actually very good at stealthing. It's funny, I just looked at it on my character now.
All right. Give me 1 second. I want to share something. Okay. So you all were ready, surprisingly enough. Let's see, Mauricio, can you roll, if you go to your main character sheet, so the main section, underneath where it says initiative with the E cut off, you can double click on stealth, or just drag it and drop it in the chat, and that'll put you in initiative order. There you go. Perfect. That's much better. So I'm going to actually add 1 to you because actually you did have the... Okay. So if you don't have it open yet, Mauricio, go up to the top right of Fantasy Grounds and you should see a little sword icon that says Combat Tracker. And that'll show the initiative order, and you can put it anywhere on the screen, but it'll kind of let you know when it's your turn. Oh, there we go. All right. So Mauricio, you were ready. You see these orcs in front of you, snarling teeth. Actually, I might even have an image I can share with you. So these nasty-looking, somewhat humanoids are in front of you, ready to attack. So you get 3 actions as part of your attack. Movement is 1, so tell me if you want to stay where you are, if you want to pull out. Tell me what you want to do, and you're welcome to attack these things or do whatever you want.
So
and ask any
like
questions.
A move?
Yep.
Can I do a move and then an attack and then a move again? Can you break it up like that, or is it just okay?
The way it works is you have 3 actions, so you can move as 1 action, attack as 1 action, and then the final movement would be an action. And some monsters have opportunity attacks, but not all. So you don't really know if you'll get an opportunity attack if you move back, but you may or may not. But yep, you can do that. And you should be able to drag your character in pattern. I think I have tokens locked, I may or may not. But if not, you can go ahead and drag it to where you want in front of one of the orcs and back away.
I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to shoot, because I'm stealthed right now, so I get the bonus for the sneak attack and everything, correct?
You would, because they would be flat-footed, I think, at least on the first round. So yes, you will have sneak attack on this one. And you do have to make sure before you attack, you just have to click on that. Let's see, it looks like there's 2. Just want to make sure. Yeah, so you can click on both of those little icons before you attack. And it should give you, if you hit, it'll give you that damage. That sneak attack additional damage.
Yeah, and you can use your control button to select the one you want to attack to control, and then click on their icon to target them.
Yep. So
okay,
yeah,
so I'm just going to attack the one that's like kind of right in front of me here. This War Chief 4. I'm going to shoot him with my bow.
Okay.
So I want to do the sneak attack and the flat-footed. So I went down to Rogue Features and Abilities, and I click the effect. I click the first full zombie and then the second zombie. Is that what you were saying?
Yep, that should work. And then I can look and see if it shows up. But yep, I see that.
And then, so I click those, and then I just go up and I click the 10 by my, or the 9 by my bow.
Hold on 1 second, because I want to make sure. I think we need to drag flat-footed. Let me do this for a second. So if you drag the, like if you click on the little hourglass, or not the hourglass, the magnifying glass icon next to sneak attack, it should expand and show you both of those little zombie guys.
Yep.
And if you drag the second one that says flat-footed onto Work Chief 4, then he should show as flat-footed. And then once you do that, then you're good. Then you go ahead and do under short bow, like you said. It's the first attack, so you can just double-click on that, like you said, +9, or drag it and drop it. And that'll attack.
You had mentioned something about control. Do I hold the control while I click the short bow thing? Is that
No,
how
if
that
you
works, or?
if you look in the combat tracker, you can see that you're targeting Work Chief 4, so you're good.
Awesome. Got it.
So you're good with that, and now all you need to do is do the roll, and it'll automatically target and tell you if it hits. So your bow hits squarely in his chest as he snarls and grunts at you, and now you can roll the damage, which is, you should just be able to double-click the damage next to it. Okay. So your arrow pierces deep into him as you see. It sticks right in his gut as you see this dark, reddish, almost black blood starting to pour out of his stomach as he continues to snarl and scream at you. So that...
Did it add my sneak attack? Because it gave me a 9. I rolled a 1d6 plus... Oh, it's just 1d6 plus... Oh, never mind. Yep, never good.
Okay, good. I was going to say, I hope it did, but...
Yep, it didn't, but I accidentally clicked the rapier, not the short bow, for the damage. It should have been...
Another 6?
It did. It should have been another d6.
Go ahead and roll. Just if you can drag one of the dice from the bottom, like the d6 at the bottom of your screen, just roll it in chat, and I'll add that damage to it. So just kind of left-click drag and just literally drop it in chat anywhere.
Did you see that? Extra 4?
I didn't. So you should be able, if you get it like anywhere. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Oh, 1. I'll add
It's
that,
fine.
though. Got it. Sec.
Sorry, guys. I'll get it.
You're
Just a little
good.
different.
Totally fine.
Yeah, you're playing with a bunch of players that aren't anal.
Nah, totally good.
We're all very patient.
Yeah.
And then on the bottom left of the combat tracker, there's a little arrow down. If you click that, unless there's anything else you want to do, yep, you're good. Pass your turn. Bumbus, you are now up with these nasty orcs in front of you.
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused that I don't understand what the hell they're saying. I speak a lot of languages. Like a lot of languages, so it's bugging me. But in the meantime, give me 1 second here.
Yep, you're good. Thanks again, everybody on the stream.
And fire!
All right, there you go.
And then I am going to move back for the rest of the words. Okay. And that will be my turn.
All right. Nice. And he not only is he hit by fire, but you can tell that he continues to remain on fire as he's trying to pat himself to get it off, and he just doesn't seem to be able to. Are you trying to move Shrika, or?
I was just checking my distance.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, Kyra, you are up. You guys were all ready for this, given the scouting that Merciel did, so you are ready. So you are up next.
I look at the targets. I can't quite make it there. And move forward. I tap Merciel on the shoulder.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. What
sorry,
do you
want?
just, playing my
It's
character
me.
sheet. And I cast Sanctuary on them.
On Merciel?
Yeah,
Okay.
give them a bit of protection.
She kind of shakes a little bit and smiles as the little shimmy falls over her.
Want me to drag the effect on the
You should be able to target. Is it just one person or is it multiple people? Just her?
Target one creature.
Okay. So you should be able to control, make sure she's the only one targeted, and then you should be able to, looking at your effect. Yeah, then you should be able to just click the effect icon and it should apply to her.
Did that work?
You have her targeted. Yep, yeah, there it is. I see it up in the combat tracker. So, yep, she's got it
Cool.
for 10 rounds. Perfect. Anything else you can do, or are you...
No, that's
good?
it. The spell is 2 actions and a moved.
Okay. All right. So one of these worksheets, and they all have these nasty-looking, huge clubs in their hand. But this one, 5, 10, goes right up next to Mauricio, and he swings his great club as he... And this club slams into you. As it does
1 second. Sorry to stop you there. Did you do the wills test first? Because of the sanctuary spell.
Oh, he has to do a will test first? Okay, 1 second.
Yeah.
You missed that, thanks. As a 14. Does a 14...
What's the spell DC?
I think I saw it. I think it had to be a 16. Second. I think I saw it on your character sheet. 1 sec. Will DC 19. So, and you could have, in the future, I can have you drop it on him. You could actually have dropped it on him. But he failed. So does that mean he can't target at all, or what does that actually mean?
Creatures attempting to attack the target must attempt a will save each time. If I'm guessing failure, the target can't attack the target and waste the action. It can't attempt further attacks against target this turn.
All right, so it yells and is very confused. It's going to move one more over, and that is all it can do. And then he is still on fire, but he actually, I guess, gets to pat himself off, and he's actually able to get the fire off of him, it appears. So he is no longer burning. Shrika, you are now up.
All right, and I think you need to remove the wounds for Murray's cell because he didn't.
Oh yes, thank you.
All right, we'll move to there.
What was that, Arash?
Yeah. And,
all right, so it does slam into him. And make sure you target him because I don't think you have him targeted, or maybe you do now, but
yeah,
you did. You did
I
hit.
clicked on his eye. It didn't work. I don't know if it's, but I'll do the day. And second attack.
All right. Oh, you almost swing back and hit yourself in the leg, but you do not.
All right, that'll be my turn.
Okay. This guy, you see a javelin in his hand as he moves down here, targets you, Shrika, lets out a ferocious cry, and throws this javelin at you. How can a 19 miss? Come on, man. What's going on with that?
Barbarian.
All right. So the javelin flies over your head, and after he does that, he moves again down the path. To there. passes his turn. And then this guy does the same. Moves here. He's actually going to try to go throw at Fumbus. One more over and try to hit Fumbus. Jeez, these guys can't hit. So that's his first attack, his second attack. Actually, you know what? His second attack, he's going to pull out his great club, and that's all he can do, and ready for next turn. All right, these guys can't hit you right now. Mauricio, you're up.
Oh, the spell ends if Mauricio takes a hostile action, by the way, just so you know.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Oh, well. That's kind of rough.
Well, but it gave you protection for the first round anyway.
No, I appreciated it fully. Thank you.
No, I just mean, if you want to attack, it's all good. Yeah.
So, do I have flanking? Or do I need to move over to flank? Or is there flanking?
There is flanking, and that way, it basically what it'll do for you is make them flat-footed. So it'll let you do your sneak attack, and you do have to move one over to the right as I look at you, and be directly across from Shrika. Yep.
So I move. I got War Chief 6 in front of me here. I got him selected.
Yep, and let's make sure that you drag flat-footed on him again, because I want to make this should work. And if not, we'll make sure we apply it again. I'm not sure why it wouldn't, but if you put that condition on him, it should apply it if you hit.
Okay, it's applied.
Yep. Attack away.
I just found something out, Gwydion, that's cool.
Yeah.
That persistent damage, it's a DC 15 flat check at the end of the turn.
Yeah, it's automatically applying it. And you hit, so your dagger dives into this thing. And let's see, 1d4 plus 4. Why is it not seeming to apply your...
I don't know, but it's not.
Because you're doing the right thing. Let me look at something, just to make sure. Because it should be. If target flat-footed, damage 1d6. It sure looks right to me.
It's the other. It hit the other Orc War Chief down by.
You still have number 4 targeted. That's why.
Oh, that's weird because I clicked on the other guy.
Yeah. So if you control, let's do this. Let's control left click on War Chief 4, just to untarget him, and then do. Okay. Yeah. Now you have 6. He's still flat-footed. Let's try it again. Roll the damage again. I know you rolled a 3, but let's see if this works this time.
How do I tell who I have targeted?
If you look in the combat tracker, it should say targets Orc War Chief 6.
Oh, okay. And then go ahead and roll the attack again.
Yeah, or just the damage. No, you already hit. Just the damage. I won't make you do that again. There we go. No! As he grumbles and groans and falls dead at your feet.
Yay!
Sweet. And I have one more action, correct?
Yeah, yes you do, because you moved and you attacked, yep.
I'm just gonna
Thanks again, everyone, for joining us this morning. Hey, relax, it's just a game. I love it. Relax, it's just a game.
Oops.
I'll put you in a square.
Thank you.
Oh, Jimmy. When did Jimmy change his name? All right. Then you can... Yep, there you go. Fumbus.
Fire. I got the wrong one open. And then...
Nice.
I'm also
this thing just... All right.
We're gonna kite the fuck out of these slow bastards.
You guys are.
And that'll be my turn.
She looks around her, sees the one body dead at her feet, and moves to there.
Okay.
And goes in the scimitar.
All right, so you pull out the scimitar with your second action and then swing with your third?
Scimitar's already out.
Okay, gotcha. All right, and it misses him as he ducks out of the way.
Yeah, it sees me coming, but I'll go for a second swing.
Oh, that time it hit. Nice, even with the second penalty.
Catch him on the back swing.
Did.
First one was a feint.
All right, so you do a bit of damage to it.
That's it. That's my turn.
All right, Shrika.
I have a quick question for you, Gwydion. If I move towards the orc to my south and use that as an action for movement, do I still have movement that I can use without taking another action? So if I kill him and want to move to the other one, is that something that would require an action again, or do you have whatever's left on your movement?
Yeah, it would require another action. It's, whatever amount you move during your turn is a full action, even if you don't use it.
Sounds good. All right. I will move down and try to take out 4.
All right, and you hit. This thing's on fire. It's bleeding everywhere. And you hit it again.
That was better. All right, that's my turn.
All right. So this guy looks at Shrika, and he's gonna.
He's dead.
Oh, he looks at him and with cold, dead eyes. And all right. So this one that's below Kyra. He pulls out his. Yeah, he pulls out his unidentifiable stock. His great club, and he swings hard at you. And it missed, but he's going to try to swing again. He screams in some language. You have no idea what it is. And this time it hits. It buries the club deep into your shoulder. And give me 1 second. One thing for you. Okay. Shrika, I gotta give you something real quick.
Alright.
Alright, and after that, he passes his turn. Mauricio, you are up.
Can't hear you.
What's that?
No, I'm here.
She's moving, sorry.
I accidentally hit my mute button on my cable because
Oh,
I'm
gotcha.
doing it like we were saying before. I just realized that it makes a noise every time it comes up to your turn to kind of grab your attention.
It does,
yeah. Looking around going, what is making a noise on my
Oh,
computer?
sorry. Yep.
It's fine. I'm moving over here, and then I'm just going to do a little stabby.
That's good. Yeah, make sure he's got the attack and has the flat-footed on him, and you'll be good. Oh, and misses badly as you're swinging. He's intimidating you a little bit. He's pretty ferocious.
Can I take a... For some reason it rolled 2, I think? Did I do it wrong?
It looks like you have
I did
Kyra.
roll twice.
You have Kyra targeted as well. So just untarget Kyra for if you want to attack again. Just, control left. Yep, you're good.
And now I want to do another attack on him, so
So
do I
this
have to do the next one in?
Exactly, the one that says +4. You basically lose 5 or 4, actually, because it's probably if it's an agile weapon, it's a -4 off of what you had. So, yep, just the other button, which is probably +5. Oh, and this one hits. Dagger plunges into it. All right. Looks like you've angered him, that's for sure. All right, Fumbus, you're up.
I'm going to start laughing maniacally because I now realize that these things are illusions. And I'm going to walk right through him and poke my finger into Kyra's fake wound as I'm walking by.
So
I was going to do something similar.
As he does that, Shrika and Mauricio, you're super confused as he literally passes right through what appears to be a solid form. It's very confusing.
I'll explain to them everything that I know real quick, and then I'll start to
So tell them what they haven't seen anything.
Oh, yeah, so these things are just really awesome illusions. So one of them not speaking Orcish is because they don't actually speak Orcish, and I speak Orcish, so that fucked with my brain a little bit. And then, the wounds just aren't real. They look real, they act real, but it's just not real.
All right, Fumbus, is there anything else you want to do?
No, I don't know a way of dispelling illusions, but I will start looking around my surroundings for something that would have been able to create this type of illusion.
Okay. And if you still have an action, then do me a favor and give me a perception check in the tower. Where is the tower on your screen so that we can explain to Mauricio where that is? Is it on the bottom right or underneath?
Yeah, it normally loads in like the bottom right-ish area. It kind of looks like a ticket when you like win at a game at like a entertainment place, but this one's got like a castle on it. It's pretty cool.
So basically, Mauricio, if I just say, roll it in the tower, then it'll show up for me and you guys won't know if you passed or failed. So, Fumbus, give me 1 second and I'm going to share something with you. Okay. All right. So is that all for your turn? And then
that's all for my turn. And I don't know if they'll see the look of utter anger on my face or irritation.
It depends. I mean, depends on how angry you are, I suppose.
It's very irritated, my face.
Okay. All right, Kyra, you're up. And so you start to detect a bit of a shimmer now in these things. After Fumbus has walked through it and, basically told you what's happening, you now see that it doesn't quite look real. But certainly it's still there in front of you, but it doesn't quite look as solid as it did before to you.
I look at my shoulder, poke upon it a bit, and see if it actually does hurt.
It hurts a bit, but as you look at it, it looks more like a bruise than any type of wound, or you don't see any blood anymore, but it does feel a little sore and it does look bruised, but you don't feel like you're damaged as much as you thought you were.
I very gently step forward into the illusion space and sort of jiggle around a bit, see what happens, and then step back.
Okay. As you do that, it does shimmer and it kind of almost flickers out for a minute, but it's still in front of you at this point.
I'm very confused and thought, tell everyone, I think it's just an illusion. Or, from the says, it's just an illusion. It's not real.
All right.
Doing
Anything?
any save or anything to?
No. Actually, that's right. You have not. Actually, you all do. You do realize it's an illusion now that Fumbus has yelled at you and walked through it, and you've done the same. So you can tell it's an illusion, but it's still there. It's still in front of you. You just realize that it's an illusion.
Okay, so would that step in and step out count as an action because I've basically moved?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I step forward and wrap my arm around the great club it's got, and with my wrist bone underneath its hand, I lift up as though it's like in a disarm move, and at the same time I go in for a kill strike with my scimitar, or attempted kill strike with my scimitar.
So you seem to wrap it around your hand, and his eyes get extremely wide as you go in for the kill shot, and just before you do, he completely winks out, and you don't see him anymore. And as you do that, you kind of hear just softly, and it's pretty far away, but you hear some type of rustling in the bushes off to the northeast. But it's pretty far away, but you do hear something that kind of rustled in the bushes up there.
I turn and tell everyone that I heard a rustle over that way. And I'll pass return because I've used all my actions.
And you guys you're basically out of combat now. There's the illusions, and you all know they're illusions. And Kyra, you're a little sore, and you do have some bruises and things around you. But again, it was about half of the damage that you really thought you took. More psychic almost than anything, but it did have a little bit of, had something to it. But you're certainly not nearly as hurt as you thought you were. And you all now are out of combat and can do what you want.
I'll just yell, Holgas, come on out, you old bastard. Maybe waste two of my potions. These things take me like 10 minutes to each to make.
And Kyra,
that's hilarious.
So Shrika, you go up there and you don't really see anything. You don't see anyone around. You see, on the ground, you see what, could be, the remnants of some, some tobacco leaves that are kind of on the ground, like somebody that's may have been there for a while, but that's all you see. You don't hear anything else.
I go, does Holgas smoke, Bumbus? I found some tobacco leaves up here.
He smokes and sleeps, and that's about all. And gets us to do stupid chores.
I wonder if we're going to get any experience from all this fighting.
He got the great experience of being tricked. Would I recognize the tobacco leaves, Gwydion?
You certainly recognize the smell as his pipe smoke, and yeah, as you look at it, you're pretty darn confident it's Holgas.
Yeah, he's messing with us. I don't know why, because this isn't like him, but we'll figure it out.
Come out, sir. We want to chat.
You don't hear anything. You don't believe that he's in the area anymore. I mean, you believe that he's snuck away and gone, as far as you can tell. So it's getting. You guys have been traveling for a few hours. It's getting to kind of dusk now. So it's up to you all how you want to, if you want to make camp for the night or what you want to do. But it's starting to get a bit dark, and snow stopped falling. So there's a little bit of light snow on the ground. You do have your tents and rations. So tell me what you'd like to do. And I'll unlock tokens in case you want to do it.
Yeah, I'm down to find a good place to make a camp.
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Say again.
Just before we do rest, I'll use my heal on myself, so I'll go back to full. Then with the rest, I'll get that back.
Okay. All right. So you are back to full health. Bruises have gone and magically go away, and you're in good shape. And so you guys do you find a nice level spot, kind of around these bushes. As I move the whole map, but kind of in this area by the tree over here. For some reason, it's not letting me do a little pointer thingy. There you go, over here. So you find an area that you think would serve well for a resting spot, and you can you start making camp for the night. How do you all? Do you want to do watch? Are you all just going to sleep together and just all bed down and not worry about watch? Tell me what you guys want to do.
I think a watch would be a good idea, just in case.
Agreed.
Yeah, Shriek will take the first watch. Is it like a 3-hour watch or?
You can do that since there's 4 of you. If you want to do something like a 2-hour watch each and kind of sleep for 8 hours, you can do that.
Sounds good.
Okay, so Shrika first. What's the watch order? Shrika, then
will take second.
Okay.
I'll go third then.
Okay.
I'll finish it up.
It's good. All right, so the first couple watches are uneventful, and then, let's see, was it Kyra that had the third watch?
Yeah.
Okay. So the fire's out, and you're kind of you're keeping your eyes peeled, and as you listen, you hear some howling that seems like it's not too far off, but it's not super close. But you hear some howling off into the woods, and you don't see anything. Just kind of hear, possibly from a distance. And your watch ends uneventful. And Mauricio, for your watch, you hear somewhat of the same as the sun begins to come up over the onto the plains and starts melting some of the snow just a bit. But you don't see anything, and the night passes uneventfully. So you guys wake up in the morning and just kind of tell me what you'd like to do as you're cleaning up camp and maybe having some rations. Tell me what you'd like to do.
I'll do my usual morning prayers and prepare my spells and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Shriek will say, "Hey, nothing happened on my watch. Anybody have anything go down?"
Pretty uneventful. A few things, and I explain what I saw and heard, and that's it really. At least we didn't get attacked, anyway.
Yep, same thing. Some wolves sounded like maybe coming in a little bit close, but they stayed away.
All right. Do you guys want to head down the trail, or tell me if there's anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, Fumbus is gonna refill his potions and get all his infused reagents ready for the day.
Okay.
Mariciel's gonna pick up all her stuff, and while these guys are praying, doing potions and stuff, she's gonna kind of look around and check that all of her daggers are in their dagger spots and pat each one of them down, and I'm ready. Let's go.
Cool.
Let's do this. I'm warmed up already.
All right. So you guys continue as you're heading out of the camp, as you get, probably about 30, 40, 50 yards away, you do see what appear to be some pretty large wolf tracks that were kind of just skirting the tree line. So it, looks like there might have been some wolves that were close during the evening. But they look like they're a couple hours old. So it definitely looks like they were in the area but you don't hear anything at this point. So as you go
Could
ahead.
have been spies. We got to keep an eye open.
There you go. So as you continue down the path, it takes a bit, but early in the day, the trail leads you to the shores of the Gray Lake, as you all have seen on your map. So it's a nice lake, clean, clear water. And as you kind of look around and the trees begin thinning, kind of a dense fog hangs over the center of the lake, kind of obscuring the far side. But near the shore of the lake, you see a dark form. Looks like it might be humanoid that lies next to the water.
I would like to sneak up on it.
Okay. So
We'll hang back.
Mauricio, roll a stealth check in the tower. So if you can go to your skills tab and grab the +9 and then just drop it in the tower. All right, so you're walking up towards it. As you do, your foot kind of catches on a branch and snaps pretty loudly, but you don't see any movement at all from the form that's lying next to the water. And as you're getting a little bit closer to it, it appears to be the body of some type of human.
When the twig snaps, she kind of pauses for a second, and then she looks back at the other three and waves and shrugs her shoulders and keeps going forward.
Okay.
If it's not moving, she's gonna maybe kind of take out her rapier from a little bit of ways and poke at it.
Okay.
See if it moves.
So you do that, and as you're getting closer to it, you poke at it. It's certainly no movement at all, face down, but you can kind of see on its upper torso, particularly on the left side of its neck, you see these huge bite marks all over it, and it does as you're kind of looking. Your eyes are starting to adjust a little bit more with some of the fog in the morning. It does look pretty decayed, the body itself. And, you see some gear and pouches, backpack next to it that look to be, a little bit rotted, next to it, but certainly no other movement.
All right, Shrika's gonna walk over, seeing that she's examining it without any fear of being attacked, and kind of take a look at those bite wounds. She does have a nature skill set, so she might try to determine what type of wound it is if she can.
So give me, and are you trained in medicine?
I'm trained in nature, but I can do medicine too, but I'm not trained in that.
Actually, that's fine. Do a recall knowledge medicine check for me in the tower.
Recall knowledge.
Just a medicine check. The action you're performing is recall knowledge, but just give me a medicine check in the tower. Okay. So it definitely appears that this thing was bitten by something, maybe some type of sea creature based on, how rotted it is and based on, the type of marks that you see. And, as you're kind of looking over this thing, you definitely can tell that this man has been dead for probably at least a few months.
All right, I'll alert the rest of the party. There might be something in the water. Dun, 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 dun. And I'll move back away from the edge of the water and say, I think something in the water attacked this thing and killed it.
How frozen is the ground at this time of year?
It's not completely frozen. It's just kind of like that crunchy ground that comes with a little bit of snow and a little frost, but it's not completely frozen.
All right, because I'd start digging this guy a shallow grave.
Okay, you can do that.
I'm not gonna leave him out here to rot. My guy likes to burn shit, but I still have a little bit of respect for life.
All right, yeah, Shrika will hold off and help him out with that, throwing rocks in the water to trigger something. So she'll wait until we get this thing buried.
Okay. Anything
also
with
be inspecting everything I see as I'm burying this guy.
Okay.
I'm just taking a quick look-see.
Yes, as you're burying him, and you do see a coin pouch on him, and you're kind of rifling through it, and you think it might be anywhere from 80, 90 gold piece coins that are in this kind of very wet pouch. Everything else is pretty rotten and worthless, but the pouch that's almost ripping, it's just because it's so soaked. It does have, like I said, probably between 80 and 90 gold pieces inside of it.
Jesus, this guy was rich. I'll definitely take the gold and split it up amongst party. Of course, I'm not greedy.
Okay.
But yeah, and then I'll just make sure he's buried, and then keep a side eye on Sharika there.
Okay.
I can see her fiddling with rocks, about to fuck with whatever's in the water. And I remember the last time we ran into water, she may or may not have almost got eaten by a crocodile. So
That's right. Yeah, I died, but I came back.
Nice.
But I'm going to look at everybody and say, you guys cool with me throwing some rocks in the water and see if we can trigger this thing, or do we want to just skirt the lake?
Almost before you finish speaking, Marciel just picks up a rock and kind of skips it across the water.
Nice.
So
backs away from the water last time.
So you skip the rock across the water, and you do a pretty good job. It skips probably 5, 6, 7 times through the lake until it finally plops down, and you see the rippling of the water, and then after a minute or two, the ripples grow quiet, and the lake is no movement at all.
Rika pulls out her water skin and says, "Brave soul, could you, since you're so brave, could you go fill my water skin in the lake?"
You're asking the rogue to do that? Nice.
Yeah, she's brave. I was afraid to throw the rock. She just went ahead and did it.
She did.
She kind of just chuckles and she grabs your water skin and slowly walks over to the edge of the water. Now, I want to make like a perception check or something to see if I can see anything under the water at all.
Absolutely. So yeah, you can give me or actually give me a yeah, go ahead. That's fine. Give me a perception check.
Yeah, Trika will kind of stay close behind her in case something comes down.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you can see a little bit beneath the water, maybe about, 4 or 5 feet down, but you don't notice anything. It looks clear, looks clean, and yeah, nothing jumps out at you at all.
Yeah, she'll kind of bend down and fill the water skin.
You do, and you fill it up, and you've got some nice, clear, clean water, a full water skin.
Okay,
Thank
mine
you.
off while I'm at.
Okay.
Hand it back.
I owe you one.
All right. I can still hear Goodium, but I'll be away from my keyboard. I'm going to make some eggs for my 4-year-old, so
Sounds
I'll be
good.
about 2 minutes.
Can you do a little bit of cheese on them and a little bit of salt and pepper for me?
Just a little bit of salt, no cheese. He doesn't like them with cheese. He just likes straight. But I do add milk into mine, which is good.
Oh, you have to, just a little bit. All right, sounds good. All right, anybody else want to refill water skins or anything, or before you continue on your journey?
Yeah, I will cautiously.
Okay.
Yeah, and after seeing the bravery of Mariella, I'm going to grab Fumbus's and fill his for him.
Okay. All right. Uneventful, and you all fill up your water skins, and yeah, nothing else occurs.
You said there's a fog on the other side, right?
It's just hard to see on the other side. It's still, an early morning. It's not quite freezing. So it's probably about 35, 40 degrees. Okay. So it's just more of that fog due to the
so natural
precipitation.
Fog,
yep.
Not, ooh, this is mysterious and magical, out of place fog.
That's right. Yep, absolutely.
After they fill their water skins and we've got the body buried and everything, I'm going to take a much larger rock and I just want to throw it one more time into the lake and make a huge plump, probably about 10 feet offshore.
Sure, you do it, and very loud plop, and the water, huge ripples, but you notice maybe a couple of fish that kind of jumped out of the way and are swimming away from you, but nothing otherwise.
Just shrug and walk away.
All right. All right, so
Perhaps he died of a heart attack.
yeah, you never know. All right, so it's like I said, it's kind of cold, but it's not freezing. But you do, as you're leaving the Gray Lake behind and you're walking away. Can everyone give me a survival check? And you can do it in the tower. You can do it in the open. It's fine, whatever you want to do it. All right, so Mauricio and Kyra in particular, you notice what appears to be the remnants as you walk around the lake. You see an old campsite about a half mile from where you guys initially saw the body and the lake, and it doesn't look like the camp has been used for several months, but not much there. But you can kind of tell that someone had been camping around here maybe several months ago. So as you continue to make your way down the path, a really cold rain starts to fall as you head deeper into the forest. So it's not quite snow. It hasn't quite turned to that. And the trail leads ever deeper into Fangwood, through a twisting maze of trees and confusing ravines. And as it tops a rise, you see a broad valley that spreads out before you, on the opposite side of which looks like a writhing serpent. And it's just more of how the ground looks. And between the two lies a steep hill that's sloping down into the valley. And as this cold, slick rain starts to fall, the ground, as you look like you're getting to that ravine or gorge that you saw on your map, looks pretty slick and treacherous. So how do you want to approach this? You basically look like you're kind of on the edge of, as you looked at your full map, it looks to you like you're kind of at the edge of that serpent gorge. I'll show it to you real quick, but kind of on the edge, heading down that large ravine.
Edge forward very slowly, sword out to act as kind of a poke stick kind of thing. Knees bent and sort of peer down very carefully.
Okay. So I mean, it looks relatively unstable. It looks like you can certainly get down it, but it's pretty steep, and it's going to take you some time, probably maybe a good half hour or so. And it's definitely going to be slick and difficult to get down, but you think you're going to be able to get down, but yes, it's just a very steep ravine, and the rain and the rocks don't look like they're going to help very much, but that's what you see.
Let's get some ropes.
Let's rappel our way down, and I have this really trick carabiner that Dagger built for me, that when you snap the rope 3 times, it releases and you get it back down when you're in the bottom, so you won't have to leave our rope on the slope.
Okay.
That's cool.
I'm assuming I'm the lightest and smallest, so I can go first. If you guys want.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, so Fumbus, if you go down first, do me a favor, and I'll need acrobatics checks. I'm going to need 3 of them, but just start with 1. But given the ropes and the tie-off, what you're doing, give me a add 4 to your modifier on the bottom left, and then give me your first acrobatics check. And you can do it in the open. It doesn't matter, however you want to do it.
I like the tower. It's fun.
All right. So even with a low roll, you make your first check, and you feel like you might have slipped just a little bit, but go ahead and make your second, as you're probably about a third away down the big ravine.
Do you want me to keep my modifier? Or?
Yeah, keep your modifier, because you guys are tied off, and you're using the rope to slide down. Okay. You still about the same. I mean, the ground is pretty treacherous, but you're now only about probably 20, 30 feet from the bottom, so give me one final check. All right, and that last part, really simple for you. You know, you felt like you found your footing after the first couple, and you make it all the way down to the bottom, no problem, unscathed.
All right. I'll do what I can to help secure the rope even more, and then I'll keep my eyes split at the bottom for any type of surprises while the rest of my group makes their way down.
All right, Shrika sees he's down, and she'll go next.
Okay. So go ahead and do the same. Go ahead and give me a +4 still, but do an acrobatics check. All right. Very, very nice. You did well. So you're about a third of the way down, and again, it's slipping on you a little bit, but not too bad. And you find your footing even better now. You're kind of seeing where the rocks are going to slide, and so you've made it about 2/3 of the way down the hill, and the rain's kind of pelting you, and you hear the thunder. It's coming in a distance, but you're about 2/3 of the way down. Give me one final check.
She's muttering to herself, I don't like to not have my sword in my hand.
Wow, in that last part, you concentrate super hard and have no problems at all with the last bit of the terrain.
All right, as I get to the bottom and see Fumbus there, I'm going to pull my bastard sword out and signal up that next.
All right, and who's going to go next? Go ahead, Kara.
Yeah, now people gone down the rope. I'd like to check the rope over, make sure it's not snagging on anything, not snagging on any sharp rock that's cutting through it or anything like that.
I mean, it looks a little twisted, but you're able, as you've paid attention to it, to kind of pull it out of some of the rocks that it was stuck under. That maybe it would have ripped it a bit, but it looks like it's in pretty good shape. You don't really see any issues with it. Morning, everyone. Again, thanks for stopping by. Hey, Drake, thanks for coming by.
Do you want to go down and I'll check the rope is okay this end?
Let me know what you guys think of the sound. I've got the
Sounds good.
RPG sounds.
She pockets her dagger she was playing with it, grabs the rope and starts sliding down.
All right, so I'm sorry. So we have Mauricio going next?
Correct.
Okay, so go ahead and give me your +4 in the modifier down at the bottom, and then give me your acrobatics check, please. All right. Yeah, pretty sure-footed. You feel pretty good as you're about a third of the way down. Your clothes are pretty darn soaked, but you're making good progress. So give me the next one, please. Yeah, much better. So you're growing very confident as you get 2/3 of the way down. And give me your final check, please. All right, and you make it all the way down. No problem. And Kyra, it's only you that's left.
Put the sword away, gather everything up, and make my way down.
All right, so go ahead and do the same, and give me your roll in the tower. The first one.
Sorry, which roll was it?
Acrobatics.
Acrobat.
Nice. Yeah, you're feeling really good after getting about a third of the way down, and so go ahead and give me your second one. Yep, you're about 20 feet off the ground, and give me your final check. So you hear the rocks slide and slip just a bit underneath you, but before anything happens where you completely fall, you're able to catch yourself, and your friends are at the bottom really helping you out quite a bit, so you make it all the way down to the bottom without any problem.
Cool.
All right. So you guys are at the bottom of this ravine, and you're outside what appears to be an entrance, and I'm going to share a map with you, or an image with you. So, as you look outside this crypt entrance, you see an archway of stone that's set into the side of a small hill And it's been overgrown with, that's obscured many of the details, moss growing all around it. But one is still quite clear. You see the keystone of the arch is carved with the flame symbol with a stylized rune in the middle. Beyond the archway, which you're just coming up to what appears to be a trio of ponies and a pair of horses that are lying slaughtered next to the archway. And it looks like these massive wooden doors are slightly ajar. And as you kind of get closer to the horses, you see this swarm of flies that is just kind of lazily kind of grazing on the horses. And, they kind of go down, take a little bit of a bite, do what they can, and come back up. But they're just kind of buzzing around as you're seeing this tunnel that leads its way into darkness beyond. And the doors are slightly cracked as these horses and ponies are kind of lying right in front of you with blood that appears to be pooled all around them.
Yeah, that's sketchy.
How does it look like they died? Do they look like they're bitten up, like the guy we found at the lake? Do they look like they've been burned? Do they look like they've been shot?
Give me a nature, whoever wants to, nature check in the tower. If you're kind of trying to look, nature or medicine, I guess I'll take either one to try to see what you can discern. Okay, so Fumbus, you in particular can tell that it looks like that the animals were slain probably a couple of days ago, and I mean certainly because of how cold it's been, the blood is congealed, but it looks like it's only a couple days old. You think it's some type of crude blade or maybe even claws, and as you get closer to them, you see these scattered bones of some type of human underneath one of the horses, but it's really stuck deep underneath it. You can't really tell too much about it, but it's clear that there's some type of human that may have been crushed underneath it, but it's just these bones that are sticking out from underneath this one of the large horses.
I'll share that with my comrades here, and then I'll take a little bit better look at the door and the entrance, because I'm a pretty crafty mofo, so...
Okay.
Yeah, just see if I can discern anything about it that might help me.
Yeah, I mean, from what you can tell, they're massive doors. They're probably 9-10 feet high. They look very, very heavy, and it's just slightly ajar, so you can kind of see just a bit in. It looks very dark, but you can't really make much else out. It's just open just enough to give you just a glimpse of the inside.
And Shriek is going to go over by the horse that has the person under it and look to see if there's a possibility she or with some help can move the horse off it and examine the humanoid.
So you think it's possible? I mean, it certainly looks heavy. If you want to do it on your own, or if somebody wants to help you, let me know. But yeah, you can do a strength check to see if you can move the horses, and if somebody wants to help, let me know. But otherwise, just give me a strength check in the tower.
I'm weak like a child,
I'll help.
so... Shit.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Marissa.
She'll kind of take out her thing of rope and maybe loop it around the horse somehow and start pulling on it to try to help.
Nice. Yeah, so Shrika, give me a strength check in the tower, and give me a +3 because of the help you're getting, and Mauricio with the leverage on the rope.
You got it.
All right, so it took everything. You just barely are able to get that horse, but you're able to slide it off just enough, and you're able to see that it looks like the scattered bones of an entire human that's underneath the horse as you've pulled it all the way off. So completely no flesh at all, just completely bones. And looking at it, it's just very clear that the bones are very old and very confusing. But the bones look extremely old to you, but it pretty much looks like a full human. You say skeleton?
She'll say, that's strange. These horses look about 2 days dead, but this thing looks like it's been dead for a long time. Very strange.
And you see scattered around the horses, you see a collection of, what appears to be some packs, maybe saddlebags or packs that were on the horses as that are just kind of scattered, like almost falling just off the horses next to them on the ground.
She'll look over at Kyra and say, hey, Kyra, do you know anything that would make a person age and die and shrivel up like this?
I've heard of some high power necromantic type spells that would possibly do this.
Ah.
What? I don't know. It's above
Skeletons.
my ability.
Undead.
Maricel's going to start kind of digging through all the packs, seeing what she can find.
Okay. So you do that, and you find one that's still full. Pretty sodden and, obviously soaking. But you do see in it, a couple days worth of rations. Maybe they're edible. It's, they've been there a while and they're pretty soaked. You also see a pair of large pillows. And you also see a quiver of blunt arrows. So it looks like they're normal arrows, but it's almost as if somebody has taken the time to blunt the tip so that they might hurt if they hit you, but they don't seem like it would be a lethal damage. It probably wouldn't kill anybody. It just might hurt them unless it hit them in the eye or something. And you see a couple of pints of lamp oil.
Was the first thing you said pillows?
I did say pillows. There's a couple of large. I mean, they're a little wet now, but it looks like they would have been pretty darn comfortable pillows.
Okay. Anybody want some blunt arrows?
They might come in handy if we want to stun someone and question them, bring them close to death. But that's the only thing I can think they'd be good for.
Shooting magic switches on walls from a distance. Oh wait, that's just my imagination running wild.
Nice. Like it.
And she'll throw them in her quiver then, unless wants some. And then I guess offer up pillows?
Nice. Second.
And then what was the other thing? There was rations that look soggy, which she'll probably just toss aside because that's weird.
Right.
And then there was pillows, the arrows, and what else was there?
There was second. Rations, pillows, blunt arrows, and 2 pints of lamp oil.
She'll hand the lamp oil to the fire starter here.
Perfect. All right. Anything else?
Are there any other footprints anywhere, or is it literally just the horses that we're seeing on the ground?
You don't notice anything else. It's just the horses that are on the ground, and what appears to be some type of collection of human bones underneath the one. That's really all you see.
All right. Shall we get out of this cold and go into the danger?
Let's do some crypt diving.
Sounds good. Yep, let's go.
All right, and with that, is everybody good for a 10-minute break as kind of our intermission halfway through?
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, yes, sir.
All right, so 10 minutes, and I'll do a little vote in the chat when we get back, so we'll see everybody back in 10.
All
Okay,
right,
cool.
Sounds good.
See you in a bit.
Thanks, stream. Hope you guys are having a good time. I'm going to put up a little quick counter. We'll get a little more coffee. Hope you guys are enjoying. I'm having fun. This is a fun little adventure. So far, so good. All right. And I'm going to go back to the pre-show stream. Yep. Be back in a bit, guys. Back momentarily. Hey, guys. Yeah, so thanks for stopping by, Jimmy. I didn't know you changed your name, at least your screen name. So appreciate the follows and the raids and all that good stuff. I'm having fun. I like this system. Let me know what you guys think, if the sounds are good volume and all that. I'm I'm using RPG Sounds, free on Steam. So I'm going to type that real quick in chat. But I really like it. It's a free program. I did a Kickstarter on it. But it's really cool. You can find it if anybody is checking. You can do that. Take that link. Oh, that's cool. You're on your phone. So, sorry, my voice is so scratchy today. I feel like I'm losing my voice a little bit. Too much talking at work this week. But yeah, RPG Sounds. I've set up the whole soundboard. It was really fun. I enjoyed it. I might switch back shortly. I'm going to see if I'm going to put a little vote in chat. We still got plenty of time though. But yeah, Drake, you've been running a lot of games, man. Every time I look up, it's Drake streaming something. I loved Princess of the Apocalypse, man. I only got probably about 40% through it with the group, but I love it. It was so much fun. I wish I could have finished it. All right, what else are these guys going to get into? I need to get prepared. Let's go to this and a little of this and drag them on the map. So up here, boom, boom, boom. Oh, not that one. Boom. See if I have the get this all set. And so line of sight's on, token lock's on. Okay, that's good. Oh, good. I'm excited. This should be a fun one. I don't know how hard these battles are going to be. I have not, been able to do much with them. Or sorry, I just had to kind of figure out what I thought was the right level. So it's going to be interesting. Just out of the way. Here. Yeah, this should be fun. I'll give a minute or two for everyone to get back, but I thought I would turn on the stream. Everyone, yeah, let me know if you like the setup too, the cards and names and the light up stuff. I had fun setting that up. I saw one thing wrong with my stream though. Followers pop on. It's not quite coming in the right place. But let's give the players a few more minutes, and then I'll share the map with them. Thanks, RPG Dinosaur Bob. Appreciate it. I enjoyed it. Played setting it up. I like PF2. I mean, I like 5e. I mean, certainly, but it's a little more crunchy. I think I don't know. I was ready for another system, so I never did Pathfinder. But this feels like a good mix from what I heard between like the original Pathfinder and how detailed that was, and maybe a little bit more than F5e. Right, so I like the two. Yep. So we're almost ready. I think everybody's back, and as soon as Shrika's back, we're good. We can start. But yeah, I like them both. Yeah, I think you're right, Dinosaur Bob. Yeah, I think people and look, we have a brand new player in this. A brand new Sin is totally new to Fantasy Grounds, first game ever, and only like her second game in Pathfinder 2, and she's doing just fine. So I agree with you. All right, I'm going to go back to my sound screen, so I might not see the chat as well. I pull up my sound. All right, I think we're almost ready.
I am here.
Cool. I think we're just waiting for a rush. We still got a minute or two. Can everybody see
I am back.
Okay, good. Do you guys see the map with the line of sight? You just see the doors in front of you?
Yes.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. And you guys are welcome to change the order. But yes, you're outside this massive crypt that looks pretty dark, and yet you see these enormous, heavy doors in front of you. Tell me what you'd like to do.
I'd like to actually look at the doors themselves. Just any information I can get from them at all. Is it just normal doors? And I talk to the groups. Should we make sure they're not trapped in any way?
So looking at them, and I know you asked a question of the group, but just looking at them, what you're observing, they just look like really heavy, thick wooden doors, the best you can tell.
Okay.
Did you say there's a gap in it, and is it big enough for us to squeeze through, or do we have to
No.
open it further?
It's not, I mean, it's just barely open to crack, so certainly you think you could try to push them open, but it's pretty heavy. It looks pretty heavy from what you can see.
I let the team know I'm willing to give this a shot if anyone wants to give a hand. Push it open if we're ready to go in.
I'll help out.
I'll help what I can.
Okay, so Rosh or Shrika, give me a strength check again in the tower, and do it with a +2.
Will do. All right, let's do this.
Oh, and you kind of your thumb bends back. You just don't get a good grip on the door, and you almost jam your thumb to where you took some damage, but you're just kind of shaking it when you get that like jammed thumb feeling. But it felt like it was going to move, but it did not move that time.
Can I try to reposition myself? Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
I'll add my little bit of weight and strength to it.
All right, so you guys are kind of, I envision you all like piled outside this door, like all shouldering in. So give me one more, Shrika.
You got it. With 2 or 3?
Go ahead and do it with 3. That's fine.
All right.
I'm also trying to find some sort of lever I can put in the gap to help out.
Okay, little crowbar thing or something. Okay, sounds good. So this time, the doors slowly creak open, and you see into this as these heavy doors swing open. You see the faint light from outside reveals a long chamber with kind of risen platforms on each side, and you can barely make out what might be a painting on the far side of the room, but you can't quite tell from where you are. But just looking in, Shrika, as you kind of push open the doors and see, the room appears to be the site of a gruesome battle. 2 bodies piled in the center and a number of skeletons scattered all around. And in the distance, you kind of hear an echoing wail, like almost a scream. You can't tell if it's male or female, but it's somewhere in the distance beyond this like foul chamber. Everyone have dark vision? And if not, it's awfully dark in here. So to be able to see better, somebody's going to have some type of torch, lantern, something. If you don't have dark vision,
I do have a Wayfinder's light. Let me just read through it real quick.
okay.
Object glows, casting bright light in 20-foot radius. Dim light for next 20, so 40 with dim light. Like a torch. Casts this spell again on a second object. The light spell on the first object ends. So, do we have an object we want to use to cast this on so we can have some light for all of us?
Whatever you want to use, just tell me, and yeah, you can do it.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it on my bastard sword. Maybe that'll be a little more intimidating too. So I'll cast it on my bastard sword.
Okay. All right. You do that. So tell me. So yeah, go ahead. You can move, but you'll have to. I think I'll have to approve your movement, but you can move at your will.
Kind of go in to shed some light on the subject.
Okay. So the light, and you can see stairs off to the kind of the east and west a bit. And the reason you can't see like completely to your west is that's kind of a risen platform. So you're in a room right now, but off to the left and right are kind of what looks to be these risers that are above. And now that you're in the room, to the far end, you see a faded painting of Cassin is on the far wall of this room. And Shrika, as you're kind of looking around and you're adjusting to the room, and your light is starting to emanate all around, you look at these bodies lying all over the room, and they look like they're pulling themselves together. And as they pull themselves together, they all rise up in unison as these skeletons rise up from the floor, and they're a couple of them look like these massive champions with these enormous swords that are ready to attack. And so as they pull themselves up together, everyone can roll initiative. I would just do, based on the fact that you just came into this room, do it with your perception score. But if everybody rolls initiative, these things are ready to attack.
Nat 1 for us.
Wah, wah, wah. Who did the nat one? Oh, Kyra. Ooh.
Kyra.
Ouch. All right. So do we have it from everyone? Everyone's got an initiative. Yes, we do. All right. So this guy down at the bottom, kind of Shrika. He's dressed in this elaborate chainmail. And he looks like this.
Oh.
So so you see him as he's clattering, his head was off to the side, and like right as he stands up, it snaps back completely into place, and he stares right at you, and he makes his way towards you. And he gets up to here, and he pulls out this enormous longsword that he tries to bring down on your head. And he misses as it swings, and it just hits to the side of that pillar as he lunges towards you. But his
Hey,
attack...
buddy, I saw you coming.
And let's see, he moved... What else did he do? Pulled out his sword and he swung. So that's what he can do. All right. So this guy, where is he? This guy right next to you. Why is that? Now I'm confused. Where did he go from? Give me 1 second. Yeah, I guess he was right. So this guy, number 11, stands up, walks right next to you, and he has, as he stood up, he had this long sword out that he is going to swing at you. And give me 1 second. You have you targeted? Yes, he does. And see if I can do the flat-footed quick. Did that put that on you? No. Trying to see how the flat-footed works. Oh yeah, that should work. I just swing that. So he swings at you. And all right. Oh, I thought that was a 20. That's a 50. Why is it not?
So I have a thing, rogue deny advantage thing that's part of my character, where I'm not flanking creatures of a lower level surprise attack. So I think flat-footed is nullified if they're the same or lower level than me.
So he doesn't get flat-footed condition on you?
Correct.
Okay. So I think I already had it, but it's okay. It would have missed anyway. So I think it did give me flat-footed, but it missed. So after he does that, he uses his other action to raise up this massive shield that's in front of that he has on his left arm. So he kind of raises this massive shield, and that is his turn. 1 second. All right, so Mauricio, you've seen these, like you can kind of make out as everyone's inside now, you can see these skeletons that have risen to attack the group.
Okay, so I should actually move inside first.
Let me know when you're done. I'll let you move as far as you want, and then I'll go ahead and approve. Do you just want to move there?
Yeah, just inside.
Perfect.
Okay, so...
Okay. Trying to find...
Thanks, Bob. Appreciate it. Real life beckons. I hate real life.
Is this like a... I can't see on the screen on the left. Is that like a wall right there? Is that why it's all black? Because my line of sight seems to not be going further.
Which
platform?
It's a raised platform. Yep, it's a raised platform. Yep, so it's about 8-10 feet off the ground.
Okay. Man, I don't want to stand in the middle of all this. I'm just gonna pull out my bow, and I guess I'll start shooting at this Skeletal Champion right here. Has he acted yet this round? He has, right?
Which one?
The Skeletal Champion 11.
Yes, he did. He just acted.
What about the guy behind him, number 3? He has not, right?
Correct. He is not.
Okay, so I'm just gonna unload a couple arrows into him real quick.
Okay.
I got this. I'm walking myself through.
Nice. All good.
And since he hasn't acted, he gets the flat-footed against me, so I get the extra damage on him. So I just flagged him as flat-foot.
Yep. And the only thing I would say is after you attack, I'll take it off to make sure that it's not there for the next time. But yep, you're good. One thing you can do is apply it after you attack and you know you hit. You don't have to do it now, but next time you can do it and just make sure you hit.
9, 2, 3, 1, 9.
Okay, so then I'm going to shoot him twice with my bow.
Perfect. And it slams into his bones, not really flesh, but his bones.
It did
All right.
not give the flat-footed damage.
Damn
it, I rolled the wrong one again.
Oh, did you? Darn it. We can... Yeah, there you go. So...
And it still didn't give the damage.
Well, it did. You notice that it's almost like the arrows hit the bones and then like clang off. You might have heard it just a little bit, but certainly not like what you would expect. So it seems like the arrows are going to do some damage to these things, but not as much. And that one flies into the pillar.
How do I know? Okay, it says missing there. Aha, I'm reading this. Okay, I got that.
Did I? And I might have them on. Sometimes I don't leave them on, but I think you can see everything in chat. Yep.
I can, yeah.
That's good. It's all good.
Okay. Yep, I'm good. That's all I'm going to do. That's
all right. All right, so guard number 11. So this guy, if I can find him. Oh, there he is. Made him blink. Why does it show? That's really strange. Another 2. That was really strange. When I had him hovered over, it was showing number 3. But he goes 5. He goes here. Pulls out his scimitar. And Shrika, he swings his scimitar at you. And it just slams into you.
Howie.
Yes, and does a bit of damage as it cackles with delight. Shrika, you are up.
Alright, I am going to rage to start my round off here.
Ugh.
And then I'm going to attack the one that's wounded just so we can start chipping away at these their numbers. Skeletal 3 that she launched a couple arrows into, and that's 2 attacks on him.
Nice. And you slam into it, you hit. And again, it doesn't look like it did quite as much normal damage, but it's hurting it. Oh, nice.
It just do more damage, so it takes a little.
Yeah, as you see bones, like you see a couple rib bones, pop out of it and just kind of clatter on the ground as this thing is kind of starting to waver in front of you.
She'll just yell, "I hit this thing hard. I think slashing and piercing are not so effective, guys."
All right, and this thing pulls out its sword, and it's kind of you're kind of behind the pillar, so it needs to move to get into location range for you, and then it's going to swing its longsword out at you. And it hits, and as it kind of bites into your shoulder, but given you're raging, not quite as much damage. All right, number 3, it's just going to tee off on you. So it targets you, pulls out its scimitar, swings its scimitar at you, and misses. And yep, that's yep, it can do one more with a little penalty here, so it's going to swing one more time. And it misses. Badly. Its buddy down here. So it moves out here. It pulls out a short bow. It attacks you, but it's going to take a penalty shooting through its buddy here. You're in lesser cover. So he will attack with his short bow. And it misses. And let's see, it's going to move with its last action one more over. It should have done that, but it's stupid. It doesn't know what it's doing. All right, so now we're at Skeletal Champion 1. This one moves here. God, why is these... I'm really confused why it's... Is it still showing 2 of them? Yeah, hold on. That somehow we duplicated some things on the... Give me a second to get some of these guys. Should not be that many. Somehow it added... I think let me just make sure this... Let's see. Alright, somehow it duplicated. It's probably on me. Alright, so this guy does move here and tries to target Fumbus as he pulls out his longsword. Oh, crits.
That's no bueno.
No, and this thing really bites into you. 8. Okay. Peace. All right. Last one. So this guy. Is he in here? He moves up here. And for now, he's going to stay there. And he's going to raise his shield. Pass his turn. Thumbus, you're up.
I'm gonna smash this guy in the face. Actually, I'm gonna step back 5 feet.
Okay.
Oh man, I don't know what I did there. Can you
That's right.
just approve my movement and then I'll fix it? Thank you. There we go. And then fire.
Fire!
All right.
Shoot.
Fire does not work on that one, so I'll try an acid one. There. Even worse.
Dang it.
Right, and
wow.
that'll be my turn.
All right, Kyra.
I see through the gap and see the numbers of undead. I thought, they're outnumbered. Funnel them through the door, so they have to limit their numbers. So I step forward.
Okay.
And I cast. 1 second when I get it. Disrupt Undead on Skeletal Champion 1.
Okay.
Nice target. It's no to hit. A nice target with energy, deal 1d6 positive damage plus spellcasting ability modifier. Target must make a basic fortitude save.
And you should be able to drop it on it, but let me know if you need me to. So it failed. I think it's just a regular failure, but not a critical failure. But
yeah, it says I deal 1d6, but the damage thing isn't coded. There's no dice roll for it.
There is. Like when I'm looking at your character sheet, that little red blob is 1d6 plus 4 positive damage.
I'm looking at the wrong one. I dragged the wrong one. I dragged days.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait. So do you need to just click on the disruptor? And you don't have to drag it if you have it targeted. You can just click it. All right. So that did, as this thing takes this positive channeled energy, you think that did a lot more damage than you normally expect it to. But you know that undead is probably weak to that type of magic.
Yeah.
This book was purchased from DriveThruRPG.
And that's my turn.
On order number 248.
What the heck is that?
319.
That sounds like an advert.
That was interesting. I don't know if that was one of my sounds. I'll have to look at that again. That's interesting. I turned it off. No ads on this channel. All right, number 5. So he is right next to Shrika. And all he's going to do, because he had his longsword out, Shrika, is he's just going to try to keep slicey dicey you. So as this massive longsword comes crashing down on you, it misses to the left, and he tries again as he swings back, kind of backhands at you. This time he hits you. As it slices into your thigh, and he is going to raise his shield as his last action. I'm going to put that up there so I know. Because I'm not sure it's going to give me the bonus. I'll have to look at that in the future. I'll probably just have to manually do some mental math. Okay. So now number 11 is right next to you. So he doesn't get flat-footed. Remind me what happens there.
For Shrika?
Yeah, so number 11 is going to swing at you, but he doesn't get flat-footed.
She doesn't suffer flat-footed when flanked.
What kind of Just kidding.
It's a
All right.
thing.
It's a rogue thing, but you're not a rogue, man. You're a barbarian.
I don't know why I have that. It's on my sheet.
All right. So he has his longsword out, so he's just gonna straight up swing at you. He's aiming for your head, and he hits critical. He hits solid.
Holy shit.
Ashrika, you were even raging. That almost took you to your knees. And he's going to swing again, this time with a minus. And he misses, and he will, last action, he's going to go ahead and raise his shield again. Mauricio.
Okay. I'm going to back up out of this doorway, because it sounds like we're trying to funnel them through. So I'm going to back up. And then I'm going to shoot at this Skeletal Champion 3 guy again.
Okay. And if you guys wanted to back up further, let me know. I think the map, the way this was set up, it doesn't look like you can go farther. But if you guys do want to, we can make sure that you can say you're back farther. But go ahead and shoot away.
Yep, I will do so. I've got him targeted. How do I clear the flat-footed off of him?
I might have to, so give me 1 second. It's which one, number 1?
No, the one that number 3, Skeletal Champion 3.
Oh, got it. Oh, yeah. So let me take that off.
And also, I've got protection. I got Sanctuary on me still.
Oh, yes. Take that off you. I can do that. And I'm going to take off the... Well, actually, yeah, I'll take off the sneak for now. Okay. Should be good. Oh, Urash disconnected. So you should... yeah, I don't see him having the flat foot condition, so you should be good.
Now go ahead and shoot him again real quick.
Oh, shoot. Critical miss.
These things are scary. These things are really scary.
Oh my
apparently.
gosh. 1 in 400.
Oh boy. Okay, so yeah. That's it.
All right.
I like how you bust out your best Rob too either. 1 in 400.
Right, exactly. All right, so he's just going to swing away at number 11. He hits. Jeez, these things are pounding. Trika, you're still up, but he's going to swing again. Holy crap. And passes his turn to Shrika. You've got 1 hit point. You're hanging by a thread, man. You're woozy, you're bobbing and weaving, but you're still up. Oh, I forgot. Urash disconnected, so I'll have to see. Let me see if he's saying anything in Discord. He's still in Discord. Can you hear us, Urash? Because I see you in Discord, but... Now he disconnected from the table. Give him a minute. Looks like he's trying to restart because he just got out of Discord. Give him a sec.
Yeah, assume he's restarting it.
Dang, these things hit hard. Thanks again for joining, everybody. We had somebody drop off. Oh, thanks for the follow, RPG Dinosaur Bob. I gotta figure out why my screen is showing it not quite the right place, but for the follow. But thank you. Hey, Rob. Thanks, man. Raiders, thanks, man. Thanks for the raid, guys. We're waiting for a player to get reconnected, so we're taking a minute. I'm just interacting with the stream for a minute while we're waiting for Rosh to hopefully reconnect.
Yeah, that's cool. 22? Fucking A.
Thanks, Nightheart Gaming. I appreciate that, man. Is that you, Praters? Really appreciate that, guys. We're playing a little Pathfinder, too. So, just starting. Welcome all. We're hoping to get our player back who just got disconnected. Give me a sec, and hopefully we'll be back at it.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yep,
Sorry.
now we're good. All right, Shrika, you are almost on the floor here, but you are surrounded by skeletons.
I'm going to exit the doors and just try to survive. Hopefully none of them get off attacks. If you could move me out into the thing until I get back on the table, that'd be awesome.
Oh, gotcha. All right, so you're just going to straight up move, right? 5.
Yep.
And what's your movement?
25.
Can you disengage?
You can do a step action, which is only 5 feet. And then, so you could like do 2 step actions or 3. But in this case, he's like right in the middle, so probably wouldn't help that much. But they do not attack him as he's going away.
With Pathfinder 2, you have to have a specific skill to get a off attack. It's not just built into the game. You actually have to earn that ability. It's kind of neat.
Ah, okay.
Took me a long time to get used to that. I was always scared to move.
All right. So Shrika, do you just want to move out? I know you're back on the table
Yeah,
now.
I want to make some space for the rest of them to come out, so I'll use my extra actions to move to give them openings to get out. So I can't see yet, but I can imagine.
Okay, I'm going to move you. I don't even know if you guys can see him because of line of sight, but I'm moving you back out even further so that you're making room for him.
Sounds good.
All right. And I will pass you for now. Do you have any healing or anything that you can take? Do you have any potions?
Oh, yeah, I do have a healing elixir. I'll take that when I get back in.
Okay.
It's coming up now.
Okay, so if you want to take that, feel free. And we will pass on to Skeletal Champion 3. So he's like, where the heck did everyone go? And he's going to run up 5, 10, 15, right up into the middle. And he's going to any-mini.
Yes.
And he's going to go after Fumbus.
No, bad idiot.
And he's going to swing away. Good God, man.
Fucking DM dice mod he's got going on today, guys.
I know.
Oh, nice. Oh. Damn.
Holy crap. And Fumbus, you go down.
Jesus.
So let me do, this. I'm going to move you up to right before him, number 3. Where's number 3? So I'm going to move you back into the initiative order to 16. Or actually right before, so it should be... 1 second. Okay.
This book was purchased from Drive-Thru RPG.
Jeez, I gotta...
On order number 248923119.
Where's that coming from? I gotta stop that. Huh.
What he's not telling us is that's actually the code for the...
I know.
he's
I'm
using
like,
right
what is that? All right. So let's see. He hit, and it's down, and he is going to swing at a negative at Kyra. Right. God, he hits.
Ouch.
Right. All right, now Fumbus. I might need to, so we have to do a little... Oh, whoa, what was that? Heal to Shrika.
My heal.
Oh, that's good. Nice heal. Very nice. So, all right, Fumbus, we need to do a death, or we need to do a flat check. So give me 1 second.
Yes, sir.
So just give me a flat check. You can do it in the open. Just a flat D20.
Wah, wah.
All right. So that was not a critical failure. It's just a failure. So you go to dying 2. And if you go to dying 4, you're dead outright. But let me make sure I put this on you real quick so you know. You guys got to get to him before he goes. Why did it go? Hold on. Let me think about that. Because you should have gone right before him. So you know what? I'm going to take that. You are dying 1, but you should have been right before him in the turn order. So let me do this. So you're not dying 2. You're dying 1 because everyone should get a chance to help you before it gets back to you. So we're back down here, and these guys are going to run into a little bit of a problem here. They're going to go 20. He's going to go there with 1 action. And then since you are prone, he can walk through you. So then he goes there. And I think that's actually his turn. Go to Skeleton Guard 5, 10, 25 goes here. He can go through his buddy. Goes here, right next to you. Gonna try to swing. Wow, hits. Heavy damage. And goes to Champion 1. Goes there. I'm going to try Mauricio this time. Oh, wait. I had 2 people. Hang on. He missed. So.
Against me.
Yeah. Well, I'll take the first one. I'll be nice. I'll take the first one. Wow, these guys. This guy disappears off the map. And you see him kind of go up the stairs, but you can't really see where he goes from there. And Kyra, you are up.
Okay.
I'm trying to give him a little break. I made this too hard.
I kind of duck down a bit to go under an attack that I guess is coming in. As I do that, I thrust my sword upwards forward into its ribcage, while my other hand is going out towards Thumber.
Right, that's what I was doing, Bob.
I'll attack the guy first, and then I'll try and save Thumbus.
Okay. Yeah, Bob, that's what I was trying to do, is move him right before. Ah, yes.
I will cast Stabilize on Thumbus.
Okay. And that should... He loses the dying condition. He's still unconscious and 0 hit points. So, okay, 1 second.
Yeah. Actually, if I use heal, would that stop the dying condition and bring him back to full consciousness?
Yes.
So
if you'd rather do that, that's fine. Yep, absolutely. So go ahead and target him, and whatever the healing amount is, go ahead and... All right, so there's a wave of healing energy washes over Fumbus. He's still prone, but he is now awake. And he does not have the dying condition one. I do need to put wounded condition on him. Sure.
Yeah.
Do I get a bonus to that roll, or is it just a flat D8 roll?
If that was a heal and as part of your, we'll have to look at your, if it's not coded quite right, but you should get, I think, your healing bonus. So, do you remember what that is?
Doesn't cleric use wisdom? If it is, it's +4.
It does, and I think that's what we had before. I'm going to have to look at that after the game and make sure it's coded properly, but we'll give Fumbus 4 back. So he's at 22 wounds. Okay. And Mauricio, all the wounded condition does is it makes it hard. It makes it easier to die once you've gone down. You can get rid of it after you're out of combat for like 10, 15 minutes.
Okay.
All right. Kyra, anything else you can do, or was that a 2-action spell?
I'll use a 2-action spell for that to get the bonus, because chat are just saying for 2 actions I get the bonus. For 1 action, it's just flat D8. So it's 1 attack and a heal.
So actually, if it's 1d8 plus 8, you should get 4 more back.
Yeah.
Because I gave him 4 back. Okay, perfect.
Thank you, Bob.
Yep, thanks, Bob. All right, so Fumbus, you got almost half back.
I had more than half when that guy one-shot me.
Yeah. And this guy is going to step back here, and he is going to... he doesn't have anything range. All right. So he will run up here. Try to swing 1 second. Shrika. Gotta find Shrika and untarget her. Go. All right, he swings away. Hits. Critical, and he is going to raise his shield. Champion 2, he's going to be going to try to go up here, but he's getting a little logged here. So stand by 1 second. I'm trying to help them out a little bit, guys, without them totally knowing, because this is too hard, I think. All right, he's going to swim away. Oh, Jesus. Right.
So, been nice playing with you guys.
Right?
Fumbus is down again. Up, down. All right. Find Fumbus in the tracker.
I was too close to the front line.
In front of 11. Sec, get the conditions right. All right. So now we are back to Mauricio.
Okay, so I'm going to attack Champion 3, which is in front, but I'm going to actually throw my dagger at him, use it as a ranged weapon.
Okay.
So 2 daggers listed.
And there should be
because I'm
one.
throwing it at the bottom one, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm going to target this. Oh, I'm still targeting. That's good. I hate him. I'm going to go ahead and throw a dagger.
Oh, and that does hit.
Nice. To roll my damage.
Oh, and this thing, just bursts apart and falls to the ground. Dead again.
Wonderful. And then I'm going to take another dagger and I'm going to stab at Skeletal Champion 1, which is over by Fumbus on the right.
Okay, you got it?
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm trying to give them just a little bit. Yeah, Rob, I know, right?
This is the second attack, even though it's not thrown, right?
Correct.
So I have to
Correct.
use the middle one? Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to help them a little bit, Rob, because I made this too hard. I didn't realize how hard I made.
And
this might be a TPK.
I did 1 and 2. Oh, I didn't move anywhere, so I could technically. I could do a third one. Yeah, what the heck? I'll give it a shot and stab him again.
Sounds good. Rolled over to a 4.
No, I will not.
All right, Fumbus. Now, Fumbus, you do have a hero point, and you can use a hero point. Actually, however many hero points you have, you can use to get rid of your dying conditions, if you'd like to.
Not yet.
Okay,
I'm going to
sounds
try
good.
to roll and hope for the best.
And actually, wait, is that right? Why did it? It should have gone all the way around. Am I not putting this in the right spot? I feel like I'm missing something.
Well, you put me back before that guy, but you did it before the round went through, right?
Maybe, because you should have been again above. I think I'm just not doing it quite right. Because you should have been up here, because you should not have to roll yet. You should get through an entire round. So, Shrika, you're way back there. Or I don't know how far you wanted to be back, but I moved you back as far as I could. So tell me,
Right.
You didn't have to be that far back. Tell me what you want to do.
I'm going to move to there.
And I'll say you were within. I'll let you do that in one. I'll let you do that in one movement because I wasn't sure how far you wanted to be back.
Yeah, I just wanted to open a space, but I want to kind of draw their fire so they don't kill Fumbus with a shot. So I wanted to get close to these two guys, and I'll attack the guy in front of me.
Okay. Missed.
Whoosh, whoosh.
Dang it. And you see this guy sneak up the stairs over here as well. Or not sneak up, but you see him move up where the other skeletal champion that was down there had gone as well. And then number 3. Thanks for the sub, Rob. So number 5 still targets Kyra. I'm trying to give him a little bit because I just made this really too hard. He hits. A little damage. He swings again.
Ow.
He hits. Oh no, Kira goes down.
Uh-oh, the cleric is down.
The cleric is down. Not good. Now, so let me move you. I will move back to. All right. It's there. Champion 1 is going to swing at. Going to try to swing at Mauricio. Goes. Hits. Oof. There's one more. Oh my god. Little less damage. For 5. He's going to swing at Shrika. Not Fumbus. Alright. This longsword comes your way. Oh, Jesus.
Jesus
Wow.
fucking
30.
Christ, holy crikey.
Critical.
Ugly.
And then he's actually going to...
Show some mercy.
He's going to raise his shield. So Fumbus, now if you want to, you can use your roll if you want, or you can
I'll
use your
actually
roll first.
try one more roll, yeah. And hope I don't get a crit fail. Oh, fuck's sakes.
Oh my god, why would you tempt the dice like this? They hate us.
I know right now, that's true. So I think, is that... So do you want to go to dying... You want to leave dying 3, or do you want to use your hero point?
I'll use my hero point to stay at dying 2.
Okay. Well, no, you get it. You're completely... Now you're prone and unconscious, but you lose all the dying conditions.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then that's what I'll do.
Okay. Prone, conscious. 1 second. All right. 11. Number 11 is going to swing at Shrika. All right. Oh, and he misses. First miss in a long time. All right, and they try again. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. All right, Shrika is down.
Down.
I'm down.
I don't think I have any indomitable things or.
I don't know. You might. Take a look.
Am I the only one left standing?
Yes.
You are. You are. Do you have anything, Shrika?
Just note, I do
I'll
have
take
2
a look.
healing potions on me. Get one down my neck.
Can I... Isn't it like an action to feed someone a healing potion? Because I
It-
have
it-
healing potions on me too.
Yeah, you can do it. You can do it with an action, absolutely. Mauricio, I'm trying to get them.
Okay.
My bad.
She's
I
gonna
made this way too
panic.
hard, guys.
And she's going to... Let's see. So, 2, 3... I can't stand in a square with my friends, right? Like, with my allies.
You can. You can. They're prone, so yeah, absolutely you can.
Okay. So I have 2 healing potions. I wanted to feed it to 2 of them, but it'd be 5 feet of movement then to get forward to reach Shrika, right?
To reach Shrika, that's right. Yep.
Okay, so I'm definitely a healing potion out of my little pack that I've got kind of on my hip and pop the cork off and dump it down Kira's throat. Get Kira up.
Okay. So you should be able to target her, and if you have a healing potion, you should be able to do that action and roll. But if not, let me know. So I think there's a lesser healing potion on your consumable, so if you, once she's targeted, hit that little red plus sign, and it'll heal 2d8 plus 5.
Okay, and then where's the consumables at?
Oh, sorry, on
there
your
it is,
actions.
right there.
Yeah.
On the mains. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
I see it on the actions one. Yeah. Oh, for the love of God! Our dice hate us, guys.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Holy crap! Oh my gosh!
I mean, this has been really bad. Wow. All right. So Kyra,
okay.
you are not dying. Take that off you. Prone. Wounded 1.
I have a plan if I can survive long enough.
Like it. Anything else you can do, Marissa? I don't remember how many actions you've done. Okay. Because
That
you
would
can
be
move
one.
if you want. Okay, good.
Yeah, I can't. But if we're gonna TPK, we're gonna TP with glory. So I'm gonna go ahead and attack Skeletal Champion.
Should I? Okay. Should I let him do a heal from the chat and just say that the chat's
I'm
healing?
gonna use my main hand. I'm gonna use my rapier.
Let's say the chat.
Offhand with a dagger.
Should I allow the
Or could I
chat to
actually
heal?
do both attacks with the rapier just real fast? I can't I?
Well, if you have 2 actions left, you absolutely can do 2.
Okay. Sweet. Yeah, then I'll just attack twice with the rapier. So here's the first one.
Oh, nice. Hit. Oh, there you go. That was good.
Max damage.
Took him heavy, yep. He resisted
Okay,
a little
and
bit.
then yep, but that's something. And then I'll go
Yeah.
ahead and do the second attack.
Okay. And it hit. Nice. Oh. All right. Is that everything?
Okay. Yeah, that's all I
Okay.
have.
Okay. All right, guard
Just
11.
a real quick thing. I do have Die Hard, but all it does is stop me from dying until dying level 5 instead of dying 4. So that's all I've got.
Oh, that's good to know.
Every little helps.
That's right. All right, so this guard is going to swing at Merciel. Misses. Second attack. Critical miss. And
Oh, thank you.
yes, and swing wildly with the third one. Misses again. Shrika, are you, let's see, did I move you? You are dying. I think I did. So you can roll a flat check, unless there's anything else. And you do have your hero point too. So if you want, but you'd be prone and unconscious, but you can get rid of it, or you can just try to roll and see if you can remove the dying.
I'll hold off since I have 5 chances.
So just give me a D20. Just do a straight D20 in chat. I don't, Diablo Bob. I need to do that, and I need. So you do get rid of the dying condition. So you are unconscious and prone, but you're not dying. So I'm going to put on unconscious, prone, and wounded 1 just for the future.
All right, that's my turn, I think.
I don't, Rob. I don't. Kyra, you are up. Yeah, I should, guys. I need to do that.
So
19
come
viewers.
to,
Thanks,
I'll
everybody.
look around and see
Might
we're
see a
all in pretty
TPK.
bad shape.
You got 15 minutes to go.
I
Yeah,
used all my healing potions. You would have known that because I.
Okay, I look around me, so we're quite outnumbered. Bad situation. So just from the floor, I don't even bother getting up. I use all 3 of my actions as for my divine font to heal, do the max heal in a 30-foot radius.
I might still
which
have
also
my Stream Elements
I
heal
believe
going.
damages undead.
I
Yes,
might
also
still have it,
damages the
guys.
undead.
Rob, okay.
2d10 plus 8. 1 second. Should I just roll it in a chat?
Well, make sure. So this is the heal. If this is this the one, the 3 action heal?
Yeah.
So target everyone, literally, and then roll because it'll do damage to the skeletons and it'll heal to the others, to your party members. So yeah, just do it all. Yeah, party. I'm gonna have to do it, Rob, in the future. I didn't expect a bunch of viewers this morning, so I need to turn it on next time. Yeah, take a look and you should be good.
That's a little better.
Looked like it healed the skeletons too.
Now, why it should have done the opposite, I thought. Maybe it's not coded that way. So let's see. Let me look at those. Shoot, I'm going to have to undo this. It's going to take me a few minutes, but wish I knew where one was. The ones down below, I don't think were damaged at all, right? 11 and 5. So give me 1 second to walk through this.
Well, they received healing 11 and 5.
Yeah, and it's positive energy, so that's the problem, is it should have done... Yeah, I'm surprised. I thought it would have been coded correctly. Oh, that's why, because... Sorry, next time, I didn't realize that what you would do is you would select the party members, hit the plus heal button, then select...
yes.
And then, it's okay. I didn't realize that. So let's do this. I think the only one... So untarget everybody, target the skeletons... And then I'm going to put number 1 back to, I think he had...
Well, you should just be able to subtract 15 heal from him, right?
I guess but he wasn't, he was close to max.
Oh.
So that's the only, I'm not quite sure where he was, so stand by. I'm going to put him at, I'm going to say he had like 8 wounds. It wasn't a ton. So let's do this. So yeah, once you have just the skeletons targeted, then hit the red damage button. You should be good. Yeah, guys, next time I'll do that. Oh, thanks, Dinosaur Bob. Oh, nice. That was really well. So one of the skeletons just explodes in this positive energy, it looks like, right? Status destroyed. Which one is that? Our number 5. So he just... His bones go flying everywhere.
Looks like 2 of them.
Yep, I think you probably did get the 2 small little guys. Here's one.
It was powerful.
That was good. It was really well done. And you healed a lot of your party members. So let me make sure that nobody has dying. So Fumbus, you are not unconscious, but you're prone. And see who else I have here. Mauricio, you're good. Shrika, you're not unconscious, but you are prone. And Kyra, yeah, you just did that from the ground, so that was pretty boss right there. Nicely done. And that's all your actions, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all 3. 1 sec.
All right, so Skeleton Champion 1, all of a sudden he sees 3, 4 targets, so he's gonna mini. All right, and he targets Kyra. Yeah, I don't blame him. He did not like that. Did not like that at all.
Doesn't surprise me.
How's that a hit? What is your defense? A hit with 14?
I am squishy.
Oh yeah, I guess that's exactly
AC is
what your
14.
AC. Okay, all right. Hits. A little bit of damage. He's going to swing with his second attack. Hits. A little bit, and then he's going to wildly swing away. Oh, critical miss. All right. This guy is going to swing at Fumbus, yep. Jesus.
You haven't hit me with...
Oh my god.
Yet.
Jesus. Keeps putting Fumbus down, man. Jesus. All right.
Yes, sir.
That's 26, so that'll go up to...
I hereby dub the yo-yo.
Right?
Yeah. All right, so this guy is going to try Shrika again. Damn, he just keeps swinging away and slicing into you, Shrika. All right, Mauricio. Hey guys, I'm being a little gentle. I shouldn't.
I'm going to slide 5 feet over this way.
I'm trying to.
Fumbus is down, right? Okay, never mind. I gotta go 10 feet this way. I want that flat-footed. There we go.
Yep. I'm trying to give them just a little bit of potential to get out of this, guys. And we're going to call it in about 10 minutes. So maybe next time I'll give some chat heals and get that active again. I appreciate everybody joining. Let me know. I turned off a lot of the sounds, but
Did it apply the flat-footed to him? I'm not seeing it.
I'm looking for one.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's very bottom. Yep, you got it.
Right, Mom. There it is. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and attack.
Oh, critical. Very nice.
Nice, not 20.
Hang on, the DM uses his hero point. No,
Oh, crying out loud.
I know, right? 30. Jeez, that's awesome.
Yeah, and then how do I do the damage? Will it auto-calculate it all for me?
Hold on, let me go back and look. So go ahead and now do the
Okay,
well,
I have
Sneak
deadly.
attack.
When I critically, well, I have.
the deadly will do it automatically, but if it's sneak
Okay.
attack, you got to make sure that. Go ahead and make sure you put the effect on the Skeleton Champion one, so that he shows that he's already flat-footed. So you need to put that effect on you. There you go. And I think he should be flat-footed, right? Already. Let me check. Yeah, he's still got it. So you should all be good. This should be a bunch of dice. Oh wait, did it?
Yeah, the IFT is part of the sneak attack. It's but there's no flat-footed on them, so it probably won't work.
So go ahead and let me do it real quick because it might be easier if I put it on him. I don't know why it fell off, but I'm going to put flat-footed on him. And then I'm going to take off the IFT. I think that should work.
Okay, so
Everything should roll, and it should be already.
I should have. So then, when you critical, is it 2d6? Does it just double like D&D does, where the dice you roll, or does it double everything? I don't know how criticals work.
I think it's going to. I think it'll double everything, including, and then I don't think it'll double deadly because I think deadly just happens on a crit. But I think it'll double your sneak attack and your rapiers.
Yeah, the sneak attack did fall off of them too.
Well, wait, I just put it back on. I just put it back on. What do you mean?
At least in the combat tracker.
Oh no, I mean it shows flat-footed, right? Which is all that you need to.
Okay.
Wait,
so
wait.
technically, it's critical, so I should have. If I didn't have sneak attack or anything else, it would be 2d6 plus 4, right? Or does it double the modifier too?
It should double. I think it doubles everything. I think so. Everything except for I'm trying to remember too because I'm still learning the system a little bit. And I did put that if back onto you, so I think everything.
Good. Yeah, it should be good. Hopefully.
Okay, I'm gonna hit roll. We'll figure it out.
Sorry, guys, we're trying to learn it all.
Double your dice. Oh, somebody wrote in your. I'm reading your chat now.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Dice, double your proficiency skill bonus, double your sneak attack, single
Thanks,
your deadly.
Bob.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it should have double my dice, which would be 2d6, double my proficiency skill bonus, so that should be another 8, and then it should be double your sneak attack, which would be another 2d6. So it should have 4d6 plus another die for deadly, which is 5. So it should be 5d6 plus 8, if I'm reading RPG Dinosaur Bob here correctly.
Let's try it. Let's see what happens.
It did not.
So what did it do? I mean, it's dead. You destroyed it, but I am curious now. It did it. There's the precision. There's the deadly. But why didn't it? Did we have the sneak on the wrong guy, or did I? No, we had flat-footed on
sneak
one.
attack on her, and then the flat-footed on the Skeletal Champion.
We did. That's exactly what we had. That's why I was
weird. And this is where I gotta call it.
Yep. Okay, and we'll stop it in a sec too. So thanks, Stuner.
Yep. Hope you guys figured it out. I appreciate the game, guys, but I gotta go to work. So
yep.
Have a good week.
Thanks for
good. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, I hope so. All right.
Thanks for dealing with my newbiness.
No, you're good. So Marcel, I'm gonna have to look and see why, because it sure looks like we had everything right. So I'm gonna have to kind of go back and maybe watch the video and unpack if I did something wrong, because it didn't look like it did all the damage. But you did destroy it, so that guy is gone. Take him off.
Oh, okay. I see. I think Bob is right. I think in the system, if you look, it's got 20, but it's only showing a 6, 1, and a 5. But then if you look
Oh,
above that, it's doing like more. So it looks like it just rolls and then just doubles what you rolled as opposed to rolling additional dice.
I think that's exactly right. I didn't realize that. Thank
Yeah.
you for
So
seeing that, Bob.
yeah,
Yep, that sounds.
I think that's what it is. The dice plus the proficiency plus the and then if you look at the very end of that in the little box, it says +8, so that would be double my proficiency because my proficiency is +4.
Okay,
And then it would be all the extra dice that were rolled doubled. So
awesome.
all of
Okay,
those numbers together look like it'd
Whew.
get up there, maybe.
I think so. I think you're right. Nice.
That's 20 damage. We needed that crit, man. We needed that.
You
It's
did.
for
Yeah,
morale
you did.
booster for the team.
Nice
Do
one.
you guys want to finish the round or just stop mid round where he's at? I'm fine either way. We can either get through the round and stop at the top, or just literally stop where Shriek will be up next when we start again.
Yeah, we can stop unless she has something else she wants to do in her turn.
What did I do? I moved and then I attacked him. No, I mean,
Thanks, Bob.
I guess to just finish out my round, I guess I'll throw a dagger at Skeletal Champion 11 real quick.
Okay. Since
And then
Fumbus,
that way it's Shriek.
since Fumbus is down, there's no minus. Sometimes if you shoot through somebody, it's a lesser cover -1, but he's on the ground, so you're fine.
So this would be a second attack. Okay.
Yeah, thanks for being around, Bob, and helping us with some of the rules. I'm still learning myself.
Oh, that's a miss. Okay.
All right, it's a miss. All right, so we'll pick it up next, and I'll confirm with everyone, make sure we're all good for next weekend. But Shrika, we'll start with you next, and yeah, this ended up being a little bit. I had to convert all these, so I'm gonna have to learn how challenging some of these are. Yeah, I think I made this one a little too hard, but it's been good. It's been a good battle.
So I'm just going to track all the spells that I've actually used.
Okay.
On my. That's why it's got to come up in the chat. Okay, that should be all good for next session then.
Okay. Well, Sin, thanks for playing. You did great, and yeah, it was fun.
Guys.
It was a good session. I appreciate it, everybody.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks for the game. Really enjoyed it.
Cool.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys all next time. All right.
That's good.
Cool.
Thanks. Well, thanks,
Yeah,
stream. I still got 10 viewers. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. I got a few things in the stream I need to correct next time. I still have my follows and things aren't popping up exactly where they should on stream, and I cut off the sound a little bit. But let me know what you guys thought. I'm going to show you all real quick for anybody staying for a bit. This is the soundboard I use now. So this is RPG sounds. So it's pretty cool. So I have, I don't know why that drive-through RPG thing was showing, and that really irritates me because I purchased all of these. So I'm going to have to figure out why the dark ambience at the very end was giving out an ad for drive-through RPG. But this is pretty cool. I've got, can't quite see it, but over here, I've got all of the rooms set up as sessions. So right now we're on the entry hall, but Crypt entrance, I had like a selection of flies. Once they get to the next room, I have another whole soundboard. These are all the sounds I own. So I really like this. I mean, I still like Sirenscape, and I got to figure out why my chat sounds. I think I didn't have the right module loaded, but we'll correct that next time. But anyway, so yeah, you can just click this up here to play everything. And then you can also turn off individual sounds like this one or the scream. You can just have the skeletons in the ambience. Thanks, Bob. I really appreciate it, man. Thanks for helping us with some of the videos or some of the rules. So, I mean, it depends, Bob. I did the RPG sounds a week or two ago. And it didn't take me probably about 45 minutes to an hour. I mean, I just found the sounds I wanted over here. And then I just, set them up and easily just dragged and dropped them. I mean, all you need to do is, like, if I want to find a skeleton sound, if you guys can see this while I'm typing, skeleton, like here's a skeleton attack, I can just drag and drop it in there, and it's loaded. So I'll put this one out, and these, again, are everything I own but the soundboard itself is free. Really cool. So that didn't take that long. I mean, certainly I had to set up the line of sight for these maps because this is a Pathfinder map. So I did a fair bit to set up line of sight and all that. And otherwise, not terribly long. I mean, and I enjoy it. It's kind of what I like to do. So anyway, well, I appreciate everyone. Maybe next time. So Dinosaur Bob, nothing comes loaded on the soundboard. So it's a free soundboard. They do have downloadable content. Let me see if I can pull up for a second. I'll pull up Steam and I'll show you. And I have a link in here. Let me just do it in chat so you can look at it tier 2 RPG sounds. If I can do it correctly. So there's the little link on Steam, but let me pull it up for you and show you. So again, I kickstarted this. So I got a bunch for free, but you can download the whole thing. And then here's the content. So it's all DLC content. So they have all these, and some of them are still on sale. Like this one is 25% off, $4 or $5 each. And that's for their downloadable content. And then I've bought just tons of other sounds. So just to be clear, all this stuff, like if I go back to my library, I've got, all my tabletop audio, which you guys probably know is free. You can download. But I've got like Ambient Realms, all these tracks I've purchased, Plate Mail Games, all of these are also purchased. So it's just stuff I've accumulated. I literally have thousands of sounds. And I've put them all in here. So it's pretty, makes it pretty easy to drag and drop in you. So anyway. All right, well, I'm going to let you guys go. Thanks again. I really appreciate you guys coming by the stream. Thanks for all the follows, the raids, the posts, everything. So I hope we're back on again at 8 a.m. next weekend. I might have a conflict, but we'll see. But I'm going to take some time to upload this to YouTube, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Really appreciate it having all you on the stream. Thanks again. Have a good day, everybody.